This morning, a 72-year-old woman passed away unexpectedly. The cause? A simple mistake she made without realizing it, one that many people over 70 make every day without a second thought. The truth is, as we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to habits that might have seemed harmless in our younger years. Unfortunately, those seemingly minor choices can slowly add up in ways that put our health at serious risk. In this video, we're diving into 7 warning mistakes that may be putting you in danger without you realizing it. These are common habits that can affect your heart, circulation, balance, and even brain function. And here's something surprising. Many people over 70 make at least one of these mistakes every single morning. But the good news is, once you're aware of them, they're easy to fix. Avoiding them could mean the difference between a strong, active life and a serious medical emergency. Stay with me until the end because the final mistake is one that rarely gets discussed, yet it's one of the most dangerous. Many seniors don't even realize they're doing it, yet it can significantly increase the risk of falls, dizziness, and even heart problems. By the time you finish this video, you'll know exactly how to protect yourself. Before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you like this video. It helps me keep sharing more important lessons. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Also, if you enjoy this video, please comment 1. If you don't, comment 0 so I know how to improve. Now, let's get started. 1. Getting out of bed too quickly. The hidden danger lurking in your mornings. For decades, getting out of bed has been an automatic part of your morning. You wake up, sit up, and stand without a second thought. But what if I told you that this seemingly harmless habit could be quietly putting your health at risk? As we age, our bodies don't respond as quickly as they once did. When you've been lying down for hours, your blood pools in the lower part of your body. The moment you sit up or stand too quickly, your blood pressure can drop sharply, a condition known as orthostatic hypotension. This sudden drop can cause dizziness, blurred vision, or even a brief blackout. And in that unsteady moment, if you lose your balance, it could lead to a devastating fall. Take Edward, 74. He had always started his mornings the same way, swinging his legs over the bed and standing up in one motion. For years, it worked just fine. But one morning, as he stood up, his vision blurred, and he felt his knees buckle beneath him. He reached out instinctively, but before he could steady himself, he fell backward onto the bed. That day, he realized just how vulnerable a single morning habit had made him. He was lucky, this time. But for many others, that moment of instability leads to a dangerous fall, a broken bone, or even a trip to the hospital. Falls are one of the biggest risks for older adults. A single fall can lead to a fractured hip, long-term mobility issues, or even a loss of independence. But here's the good news. This is one of the easiest mistakes to fix. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines. All it takes is giving your body a little extra time to adjust. The solution is simple but powerful. Wake up gradually. When you first open your eyes, take a moment to breathe deeply. Wiggle your fingers and toes. This gentle movement starts to wake up your circulation. Roll onto your side first. Instead of sitting straight up, turn to your side and push yourself up slowly. This helps your body transition gradually from lying down to sitting. Pause before standing. Once you're sitting, place your feet flat on the floor and take a moment. Roll your ankles, stretch your arms, and let your body adjust before you rise. This small adjustment, Taking an extra 10 to 15 seconds before standing can greatly reduce your risk of dizziness, imbalance, and falls. And when it comes to protecting your health, those few extra seconds in bed could make all the difference. Your body has supported you for decades. Give it the care and patience it deserves, starting the moment you wake up. 2. Skipping water in the morning, the silent risk that affects your heart, brain, and energy. After a long night of rest, your body wakes up in a state of dehydration, even if you don't feel it right away. Inside, your blood is slightly thicker, your circulation slows down, and your organs have to work harder than they should. Yet, what's the first thing many people reach for in the morning? Not water, but coffee. And that's where the problem begins. Skipping water first thing in the morning can set off a chain reaction in your body, impacting your heart, brain, and overall energy levels. Think about it. Your body spends 7 to 8 hours without any water while you sleep. During that time, your system never stops working. Your lungs breathe, your kidneys filter, and your heart pumps. Without replenishing fluids, your blood stays thicker, increasing the strain on your heart. For older adults, this can raise the risk of high blood pressure, poor circulation, and even stroke or heart attack over time. Take Jane, 76. For decades, his morning routine was the same: wake up, make a cup of coffee, and sit down to start his day. He never thought much about it, but as he got older, he started noticing something felt off. Some mornings, he felt dizzy when he stood up. Other days, his thoughts felt foggy, as if his brain wasn't fully awake. His doctor eventually pointed out a simple but overlooked issue. He was dehydrated every morning, and it was affecting his circulation and brain function. After making one small change, drinking a full glass of water first thing in the morning, he noticed a huge difference. His energy improved, his headaches disappeared, and he felt more alert without needing extra coffee. Dehydration doesn't just affect your heart, it also impacts your brain, digestion, and energy levels. If you've ever woken up with a dry mouth, stiff joints, or a lingering sense of fatigue, those are all signs that your body is craving water. And if your first drink of the day is coffee, tea, or juice instead of water, you're not giving your body what it desperately needs. The good news? This is one of the easiest habits to fix. Keep a glass of water by your bedside so you can drink it as soon as you wake up. Make it a habit to drink at least 8 to 12 ounces of water before your first sip of coffee or tea. If you struggle with plain water, try warm water with lemon to support digestion and give your body an extra boost. Your body has worked hard through the night. The least you can do is start your morning by giving it the hydration it needs. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. By then, dehydration has already begun. A simple glass of water can be the difference between a sluggish start and a morning that fuels your entire day. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for taking the time to watch. 3. Drinking coffee before eating, the hidden morning habit that can harm your digestion and energy. For many people, the morning doesn't feel complete until they've had their first cup of coffee. It's a ritual, a source of comfort, and for some, a necessity. But drinking coffee before eating anything can quietly take a toll on your body, especially as you age. You might not notice it right away, but over time, it can lead to acid reflux, blood sugar crashes, and increased stress on your digestive system. When you wake up, your body is in a fragile state. Your stomach is empty, your digestive system is just starting up, and your cortisol levels, the hormone that helps wake you up, are already at their peak. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach pushes that cortisol even higher, which can lead to increased anxiety, shakiness, and digestive discomfort. Have you ever had coffee in the morning and felt jittery, lightheaded, or even nauseous? That's your body warning you. It needs something else first. Take Roberts, 75. For years, he followed the same routine. Wake up, pour a cup of black coffee, and start his day. He never thought much of it until he began experiencing frequent acid reflux and an uncomfortable burning sensation in his chest. At first, he blamed spicy foods or aging, but after speaking with his doctor, he learned that his coffee habit was a major culprit. His stomach, empty from the night before, had no buffer against the acidity of the coffee, leading to irritation and acid reflux. His doctor suggested one small change: eat something first, even just a banana or a handful of nuts before coffee. Within weeks, his symptoms improved, and he felt more balanced in the mornings. The problem isn't coffee itself, it's when you drink it. Coffee is acidic, and without food in your stomach, it can irritate the lining, triggering discomfort, acid reflux, or bloating. And beyond digestion, caffeine on an empty stomach gets absorbed too quickly, leading to a sharp spike in energy followed by a crash. That's why some people feel an initial burst of alertness after coffee, only to feel sluggish and tired an hour later. Here's how to fix it. Eat something small before your first cup of coffee. A banana, a handful of almonds, or a slice of toast is enough to buffer the acidity. If you experience acid reflux, opt for low-acid coffee or add a splash of milk to reduce acidity. If you love coffee but find it makes you jittery, try drinking it with protein, like eggs or Greek yogurt, to balance blood sugar levels. Your morning coffee should energize you, not drain you. By making this small change, you'll not only protect your digestion but also enjoy steady, balanced energy throughout the day. Ignoring morning stiffness and moving too quickly, the overlooked risk that can lead to injury. You wake up, stretch a little, and step out of bed, only to feel a sudden tightness in your back, a stiffness in your knees, or even a sharp pain in your joints. It's an all too familiar feeling, but here's where many people go wrong: brushing it off and moving too quickly. Ignoring morning stiffness is one of the easiest ways to strain your body, increase discomfort, and even suffer a dangerous fall. As we sleep, our muscles and joints stiffen due to reduced movement and slower circulation. This is especially common as we age because the body naturally produces less synovial fluid, the lubricant that keeps joints moving smoothly. Your body isn't fully ready for action the moment you wake up. Standing up too quickly, twisting the wrong way, or taking an unsteady step can result in muscle strain, or worse, an unexpected fall that leads to serious injury. Take Walter, 78. He prided himself on staying active and in good shape, so when he woke up stiff, he just powered through it. He figured it was normal and would go away after a few minutes. But one morning, as he got out of bed, he stepped forward too quickly, lost his footing, and landed hard on his hip. That one misstep led to months of pain and a long recovery, something he later realized could have been prevented if he had taken just a few extra minutes to prepare his body before moving. The good news? Preventing this mistake is simple. Instead of rushing into movement, ease into your morning with gentle stretches and slow, controlled motions. Start with small movements before you sit up. Before even lifting your head, wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your ankles and flex your feet to gently wake up your circulation. Stretch while lying down. Slowly pull your knees toward your chest one at a time. Roll your shoulders and stretch your arms overhead to loosen up your back. Sit up gradually and do a few seated movements. Rotate your ankles, roll your shoulders, and do gentle neck stretches before standing up. Use support if needed. When you stand up, Place your hands on a sturdy surface for balance instead of stepping away too quickly. These simple habits take less than 2 minutes, yet they can make all the difference. Your body has carried you through decades of life, and it deserves the care and patience to move with strength and confidence. Don't rush your first steps. Take your time, warm up your body, and set yourself up for a day of pain-free movement and stability. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment 3 below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 5. Skipping breakfast or eating the wrong foods. The mistake that drains your energy and weakens your body. You wake up, go about your morning routine, and suddenly realize it's already late morning, and you haven't eaten a thing. Or maybe you grab something quick, a sugary pastry, a bowl of cereal, or just a cup of coffee, without thinking much about it. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Skipping breakfast or choosing the wrong foods is one of the biggest mistakes older adults make, and it can have a serious impact on your energy, focus, and long-term health. As we age, our metabolism slows, our blood sugar levels become more sensitive, and our muscles require more nutrients to stay strong. Skipping breakfast leaves your body without the fuel it needs, making it harder to maintain steady energy levels. This can lead to fatigue, dizziness, brain fog, and even a higher risk of falls. And if you reach for a sugary or carb-heavy meal instead, it can cause a temporary energy spike followed by a sudden crash, leaving you sluggish and unfocused for the rest of the morning. Take Margaret, 75. She never felt hungry in the morning, so she often skipped breakfast. On the days she did eat, she grabbed something quick, a muffin, a slice of white toast, or a bowl of cereal. At first, she didn't think much of it. But over time, she started noticing an unsettling pattern. She felt lightheaded and weak by mid-morning. She had trouble concentrating, and some days, she even felt slightly shaky. She assumed it was just part of getting older. But after speaking with her doctor, she realized that her lack of proper nutrition in the morning was affecting her blood sugar and energy levels. Breakfast isn't just about eating. It's about fueling your body with the right nutrients to keep you steady, strong, and alert. The good news? You don't need to eat a huge meal, but you do need to eat something balanced. Prioritize protein. Eggs, Greek yogurt, nuts, or even a protein smoothie can help stabilize blood sugar and keep you full longer. Choose whole grains instead of processed carbs. Swap white bread or sugary cereals for whole grain toast, oatmeal, or whole wheat options. Add healthy fats. Avocados, nuts, or a drizzle of olive oil can support brain function and keep energy levels steady. If you're not hungry, start small. A handful of almonds, a slice of cheese, or a banana can be enough to prevent an energy crash later in the day. Your body has worked hard for you over the years. It deserves the right fuel to keep going. A healthy breakfast is one of the simplest and most powerful ways to protect your energy, balance your blood sugar, and set yourself up for a day of strength and focus. Don't skip it. Your body will thank you. 6. Taking medication on an empty stomach, the overlooked risk that can weaken your body and make you feel worse. For many people, taking medication is just another part of their morning routine. You wake up, reach for your pills, swallow them with a sip of water, and move on with your day. But here's where many go wrong. They're taking important medications on an empty stomach, which can lead to nausea, dizziness, stomach pain, and even reduce the effectiveness of the medicine itself. As we age, medications often become a regular part of life, whether it's for blood pressure, heart health, pain management, or diabetes. But how you take these medications matters just as much as the medications themselves. Some pills, when taken without food, can cause discomfort or be absorbed too quickly, leading to sudden side effects like dizziness or stomach irritation. Others, like certain blood pressure medications, can lower blood pressure too fast when there's no food in your system, increasing the risk of lightheadedness or falls. Take Harold, 78. Every morning, he took his blood pressure medication and pain relievers with his first sip of coffee. He never gave it a second thought, until one morning, everything changed. As he stood up, he suddenly felt incredibly weak. His vision blurred, his legs wobbled, and he had to grab onto the table to keep from falling. Shaken, he knew something wasn't right. After speaking with his doctor, he realized that his medication was dropping his blood pressure too quickly because he wasn't eating anything with it. His doctor recommended a simple fix: eat something first, even just a small snack. Within days, Harold felt more stable, and the dizziness disappeared. Not all medications require food, but many do, and some even need specific types of food to work properly. If you've ever taken pills in the morning and felt an upset stomach, nausea, or sudden weakness, your body may be trying to tell you it needs food first. Here's how to fix this mistake. Check your medication labels or talk to your doctor. Some medications require food, while others must be taken on an empty stomach. Knowing the difference is key. Pair medication with a small, healthy snack if needed. A slice of whole grain toast, a banana, or a handful of nuts can help your body absorb medicine better and prevent dizziness. Drink water, not coffee, with your pills. Coffee can interfere with medication absorption and irritate the stomach, worsening side effects. Your medication is meant to help you, not make you feel worse. By making this small adjustment, you can protect your stomach, stabilize your energy, and ensure that your medications work as they should. Don't let an empty stomach interfere with your health. Give your body the support it needs. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 7. Staying sedentary for too long after waking up. The hidden habit that weakens your body over time. You wake up, sit down with a cup of coffee, maybe read the newspaper or scroll through your phone, and before you know it, an hour has passed. It feels like a peaceful way to start the day, but here's what most people don't realize. Staying still for too long after waking up can slow down your circulation, stiffen your muscles, and increase your risk of falls and joint pain. The longer you stay inactive in the morning, the harder it is for your body to get moving, and over time, this habit can lead to weaker muscles and decreased mobility. After hours of lying down, your blood circulation slows, your joints stiffen, and your muscles need movement to fully wake up. The body thrives on motion, and when it doesn't get it, it can start to work against you. If you've ever stood up after sitting for a long time and felt like your legs were stiff or weak, that's your body's way of warning you. It needs movement. And for older adults, this stiffness can turn into chronic joint pain or even a higher risk of falling. Take George, 80. He loved starting his mornings relaxing in his recliner for an hour, enjoying the quiet before getting ready for the day. But over time, he noticed that when he finally stood up, his legs felt weak, and his balance wasn't as steady as it used to be. One morning, as he took his first step, his knee gave out, and he barely caught himself on a nearby table. It was a wake-up call. He realized that spending too much time sitting before getting active was making him weaker, not stronger. When he started adding light stretching and gentle movement to his morning routine, his balance improved, his joints felt less stiff, and he moved with more confidence. The good news? This is an easy fix. You don't need an intense workout, you just need to get moving earlier in your morning routine. Stretch before you even leave your bed. Rotate your ankles, move your fingers, stretch your arms overhead, and gently twist your back to wake up your muscles. Stand up and take a few steps as soon as possible. Avoid sitting for long periods right after waking up. Get your blood flowing with light movement. Incorporate gentle morning activity. Even a few minutes of walking around the house, stretching, or doing basic balance exercises can keep your muscles strong and your body steady. Your body was made to move. The more you move in the morning, the stronger, steadier, and more energized you'll feel throughout the day. Start small, stay consistent, and let movement set the tone for a healthier, more active life. Think about your morning routine. Have you ever made one of these mistakes without realizing it? Maybe you've stood up too fast, felt dizzy, and brushed it off. Maybe you've skipped breakfast, thinking it wasn't important, or taken medication on an empty stomach without considering the effects. The truth is, the habits we build in the morning don't just shape how we start the day, they shape our long-term health, our strength, and our ability to stay independent. But here's what I want you to remember. Small changes lead to big results. You don't need to overhaul your entire morning routine overnight. You don't need to feel guilty about past habits or fearful of what's ahead. You simply need to start making mindful choices, one step at a time. Because the choices you make each morning are more powerful than you realize. They are the foundation of your energy, your mobility, your heart health, and your mental sharpness. You have spent decades caring for others, showing up for your family, and navigating life's challenges with resilience. Now, it's time to give yourself that same level of care. Your body has carried you through so much. It has fought for you, healed for you, and kept you moving forward even when life was difficult. Doesn't it deserve a little extra attention? Think about this. What if taking an extra 15 seconds before getting out of bed could prevent a dangerous fall? What if drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning could protect your heart and sharpen your mind? What if eating a small, nutritious breakfast could give you the energy to stay active and engaged all day long? These are not drastic changes. They are small, intentional actions that can mean the difference between feeling weak or feeling strong, between struggling with energy or moving with confidence. Now that you know these 7 common mistakes, you have the power to make a change. Start tomorrow morning. Choose just one adjustment, whether it's moving slower when you wake up, drinking water before coffee, or stretching before getting out of bed. Over time, these small choices will become second nature, and you'll feel the difference in your body, your mind, and your overall well-being. You are not powerless. You are not fragile. You are capable, wise, and strong. And by making these small shifts, you are choosing to honor the body that has carried you through a lifetime. So, I ask you, which of these small changes will you start tomorrow? Because the best time to take control of your health is now. And the best place to start is in the first moments of your day.